Hi everyone, as you can see from where I'm taking this video, this is not going to be your usual after remodeling walkthrough. A series of events has occurred and I'd like to share them with all of you accordingly as I believe we can all learn from it. As you all already know, after my last video release, my team and I have put all our workers on standby and were waiting for the go-ahead from my client. And then this came out in the papers on 30th of October. Rental market gone bananas. So we had a discussion on the same day and were projecting the numbers of their net yield from co-living versus taking advantage of the new measures and renting the unit out to a family at a super high rate instead. So this was a hypothetical scenario where their net returns were similar or higher than doing co-living, and also considering the fact that they were able to postpone the initial setup cost of remodeling. Now this was a sound possibility and they were agreeable to sacrifice 2 weeks to test the market. So during the discussion, we were deciding how to price the listing. So we looked at a few comparable transactions in the area. This condo, 3-bedroom ranges between $3,200 to $4,000. This other condominium is around $3,500. And the next one is around $3,850 to $4,300. This other one is around $3,450. And finally, this condo is doing between $3,500 to $4,300. So for the co-living strategy, I was quite confident of bringing in between $6,000 to $6,500. And if we use the higher estimate amount after deducting the services and management fees, they were looking to receive around $5,100, which was really not too bad. So after the discussion, we concluded that we were going to test the market for 2 weeks before we re-evaluate. That was the afternoon of 30th October. I did not want to waste any time, so I immediately headed over to the unit to take beautiful, clean and wide-angle pictures and proceeded to place a listing in all my platforms for $5,200. Right? And I told them that considering the present market, we should get many responses within the first 24 hours. It's quite realistic, isn't it, right? So this is how the advert looks like. The next day, which was a Monday morning, I woke up in anticipation to see lots of new WhatsApp inquiries. But there was none. No messages, guys. The next day, Tuesday morning, this was the 1st of November, and again, nothing. And this would be the type of situation where I would just go into the portals to see if my listing does appear in the search engine, And it was there, but no inquiries. Finally, on the same day, I received my first inquiry. Let's take a look. 5,200 too high leh, can lower. So normally I will qualify and get more information, but the inquirer wasn't interested at all. The next day, I received another inquiry. This time it was quite encouraging, as you can see. And I was pleasantly surprised. Not only was the lease term favorable, but also the start date. During the viewing, I noticed that the tenant came with his luggage, which means he just arrived in Singapore. And noting the request of the start date, you can put the two together, right? And this is a hot button tenant. But he only wanted to confirm over the weekend. I had no other response the next day. Yeah, that's on the Thursday. And then on Friday of that week, I received another inquiry. And this time, they were willing to match 5,200. Not bad, right? But as you can see, it was strictly just for a year. They must have watched my video. And this is not what I wanted, right? I wanted to lock in a really good rate for my customers for the next 2 years. And that was it. There was no other inquiries over the weekend. And that really posed as my challenge, isn't it? I had to hold on to that family without showing that I had no other options. Eventually, you guys, we managed to rent out this unit to the family for $5,100 for a 2-year lease. It was pretty awesome. It took a week to close on this deal, and my clients were ecstatic. Even with a shorter loan tenure, their rental could cover the mortgage and maintenance fees. And this property is adding $31,000 into their wealth, hence bringing their overall cost of housing to just $23,000 for a 4-bedroom condo which they are renting. And this is really why I really enjoy doing this, the dialogues with clients where we brainstorm a better solution for them and their portfolio. And this is live, you guys. There is no one method or solution. Yeah? And for them, we will be revisiting the co-living strategy or whatever new possible solutions in the next 2 years. I hope this is an interesting and enriching account of this investment property and you learned something from it as I did. And as always, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. Till next time.